Right now, a few years ago, one of the biggest age protection rental companies in Middle East contacted us. Big project, strict requirements, and we did what we usually do, full proposal. Technical specs, loading date, delivery schedule, everything. We sent it over, then nothing. No replies for almost 1 month. Later, we found out the client was going to China to visit the factories, and we were not even in the list. For most of the companies, that's where probably the story ends, but we still wanted the project. So we made a decision. We went to the airport to pick him up and spend the next 12 hours driving him around the factories. And the first thing he said to us when he got in the vehicle was, "Look, I'm tired. I don't want to talk about the business." 这个是报销的吗？小郭 Okay. So we didn't talk about the pricing. We didn't pitch the products. The most conversation was about the site problems, the kind of issues the rental company will deal with, what systems becomes a headache after 6 months, what designs fails on site, and slowly you could feel it. Things started to change. The client stopped looking at you just like another supplier. A few weeks later, we got the reply. The client said, "Good product, good team, but you're still very expensive." So we checked the numbers, and our quotation was about 40% higher above their budget. You know, in this industry, 40% gap means either the deal dies or the quality disappears quietly. Because once the supplier starts chasing the price aggressively, it means the corners start getting cut. And we knew it wasn't the kind of products you can gamble with, especially the age protection. When the system fails, the cost isn't about the money, it's about the life of the worker. So we didn't panic and slash the price. And we didn't walk away either. This is the post we need to send to our customers. So we worked the whole system completely. Every comment, every wording, every millimeter of the wall thickness, and every kilo of the weight. And then we noticed the frame wall thickness. Original, it was 2 mm, and we started to change it to 1.5 millimeter. On paper, we believed it could work, but in construction industry, could work is a dangerous phrase. We stopped the guessing, but started to do the structural analysis, static loading test, impact loading test. Every successful test gave us a little bit confidence. But to be honest, the real pressure came out when the system went off for EN 1334 certification. Because if that failed, the development work, the testing cost will be wasted. The customers will walk away either. A few weeks later, the test results came out. Better than what we expected. Good. At that moment, do you think we win the project? No. The reality is the biggest disagreement just started. The customer wanted a painted post and the mesh panel, black steel, then powder coating. Because of the lower upfront cost, it's very common in the rental business. But we keep bringing the conversation back to the lifecycle cost, not the purchase cost. And then the customer accepted our suggestion, upgraded the post to hot galvanized, and the mesh panel Pre-galvanized steel, then powder coated. Did that make the system cheap? No, more expensive. But we keep telling our customer that you are not buying them for just one project. You are buying them for next 10 years. So a lot of rental companies losing money, not because of the purchasing cost, but because of the replacement and maintenance cost. You see, the customer accepted the solution, not because we were the cheapest, but because they realized we were thinking longer term than most suppliers. That was 3 years ago. At the beginning, they were buying 10 containers a year. Now it's over 30. And it's not just the edge protection anymore. Now we also supply aluminum towers, access scaffolding, and several other product lines. Looking back now, what really changed the relationship wasn't the 1.5 millimeter reduction wall thickness. It was the fact that the customer realized when projects become difficult, we don't disappear. Construction's a strange industry. Sometimes the deals that almost never happen ending up changing your company the most.